Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for coming to my channel. Don't forget to share and like. I usually just say like and comment. Share if you would like, but I like the 2,000. Guess how many subscribers I have, guys? I have 2,300 and something. Like, that's a lot of subscribers to me that people would want to hear what I have to say. I am so humbled. I want to thank each and every one of you for all that you said to me the other night. It really, really made me feel good. And it blew my mind when me and my husband walked past this in the store and we couldn't leave it. And thank you for allowing me to be me. So tonight is going to be a little different. I want to go ahead and get started because I have to do takes of this. This is like my first introduction. Anyway, I'm doing things a little bit differently. If it doesn't come out, then I'm not posting the video, but that would mean that you wouldn't be seeing me right now. So stupid. Anyway, oh, the red lipstick. I want to give a thank you to one of my subscribers that recommended that I wear the red lipstick. She says, where's the red lipstick or something like that? And she said she bought her some. And this is to her. I don't really wear the red lipstick. And I usually just wear, gold. So this is for her or whoever it was. Thank you. Okay, so it's going to be a little different. I'm going to read and then I'm going to comment on it. Let's go there. I put down Meghan's treating Harry like a new toy of hers. A new toy. I got she's treating him like a new toy. And the reason why I say that is every time I buy my daughter a toy, for the first 2 days or even the first day, she's in love with it. Soon after that, she throws that sucker somewhere and I'm like, oh, okay, you were playing with it yesterday. You're not playing with it today? And this stuffed animals, oh my God, like I'm going to have to donate. I'm going to donate all those stuffed animals when she gets older. It's insane. And so one day I'm going to walk you guys around the house. And I don't know when that is. And I would love for you guys to just, let's walk around it. Toys. So when she met Harry, he was like a new toy. Oh, and she really liked this toy. And this toy was really important because this toy, his parents were kings and queens, and he's a prince. And if she marries him, then she becomes a princess, and everybody finds out who she is. And so she plans and she plots and she meets him, and guess what? She wins. And he falls in love with her and she marries him. But then, like any toy, sometimes you get tired of it and you just kind of push it aside. But when you need it, you bring it out and you start playing with it and doing whatever you want to with it. And that's what she did along the way. I feel like she was playing around with Harry. She never loved him. She didn't care about Harry. She didn't care about his family. She didn't care about the people. She didn't think about anyone. Not one person. And if she could have thought about one person to think about, she should have thought about her new toy, her husband. But the plan that she had in place was so going to happen that nothing no one had said or did that was going to change the trajectory. So no matter how nice Catherine was, no matter how inviting William was, and no matter how the Queen rolled out the red carpet for Meghan, it didn't matter because she was going to do this. Period. And she needed a way in. And her way in was Harry. But the ironic part about being with Harry is the dominance that she has over him, the control. It's it's not like your regular husband and wife relationship. It's just a one-sided relationship. That means whatever I say goes, and that's it. Your opinion doesn't matter. And so being in that type of relationship, to me, wouldn't be fun. I wouldn't enjoy being with someone that would just listen and do everything I said and then didn't have an opinion. And even if they did have opinion, it didn't matter because we were going to do it the way I wanted to do it anyway. That's like marrying a robot. And so I'm moving on from whatever I was talking about. So it's just like Meghan married a robot because she used him for everything that she needed to get and to continue to use him until she's done with him. Whether he's walking out of the door or whether she's pushing him out the door, whether the divorce is coming next week or whether it's coming in 2 years, it's coming. Because there has never been a break in this relationship where I've seen Harry take the lead in anything except for in the beginning when they first when he was her new toy. Yeah. She treated this toy, she treated him, she treated it like she was supposed to treat it in the beginning. Then when she got in, she got in. But marrying Harry was not enough. She needed an heir. She knows that. She knew that. But she knew she was halfway there with the marriage. And nothing was going to stop her. Her dad, her sister, no one. Even if her dad had had a stroke. Did he have a stroke before she got married? When you had to postpone it or said, wait a minute, I'm concerned about my dad. I need to fly up there real quick. Her dad, Meghan's father, had a stroke either before or after the wedding. But regardless, she never went to see him. And so, and I'm switching it again. So the signs that this relationship was never going to work. Anybody that's paying attention know. It doesn't take, you don't have to be psychic. You don't have to know. You just know. If you have been in relationships and know relationships and have some kind of idea of relationships, this is a no-brainer for you. That this relationship has never been love. It's always been gimme, 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 and blame, 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 and sad, sad, sad. Meghan has been crying on Harry's shoulder since she walked into his life. Harry has been living in pure hell and been dealing with it. I honestly don't believe, I believe that Harry is a man that thinks he doesn't have a way out. And I believe him. And I don't see it. The only option that Harry has is to get him a little bungalow and then try like hell to get some kind of custody with them kids and live that quiet life that he wanted to live, and then marry him a princess. Excuse me. I apologize for even fixing my lips to say that she came close to anything like a princess. She is what a princess is not. She's an example of what a princess is not. You don't treat people like that, and you definitely don't treat the one that did it all for you this way. I knew she was treating Harry like crap when she wasn't walking around with him and supporting his book. Why is Harry always supporting her and she's never supporting him? I think she's embarrassed by Harry, and I think that she's blaming everything on him. And when she gets ready to divorce him or separate or whatever happens, because there's no wedding bells. After 5 years, we should still be climbing the walls. No, your brother told everyone warned you, Harry, but here we are. And it didn't even take long for the stuff to start biting you. It just felt like every time they said something, it happened. They said she was difficult. She was difficult. They said, give it some time, Harry. Nope. The brother told you, her brother told you she's going to ruin you. What did she do? You didn't listen to any of that. The signs were there, and the signs were everywhere for you. You can't get it no signer than that, because all kinds of stuff was coming out about who this woman was. Shoot, all you had to do was call Tom Bauer and say, Tom, who is this person? And he would have looked her up for you, and he would have told you that don't touch this woman. This is what she's about. No, he went head first and head first. Who does that? That makes no sense to me that Harry didn't vet this woman out. And what pisses me off, and I'm not pissed off, but I would be if I was one of the family members. But what pissed me off if I was Catherine, Kate, or William, I would be like, you didn't vet this woman, and then she treats you like crap-a-doo, and then you introduced us to her. And then all you guys has been doing since you left the kingdom is talk about us. That's why your brand is where it is. Listen, listen, I do believe this. If Meghan, I would be shocked if any man would marry her that was decent and had a whole bunch of money. I just don't. I would never believe this moment forward that Meghan would marry someone rich and powerful. I just don't. So with that said, I do believe that Harry's the only thing she has. And if she looks like she wants to let him go, that's it. That's it. Yes, you have the kids, and yes, you will always be connected to the royal family. But that means nothing, because it diminishes who you are if you can't get your stuff together. You the one married Harry. You the one was in love and hanging on his shoulder. Now all of a sudden it's over, but you're gonna influence us. What you gonna tell me how to take care of kids, how to take care of my husband, how to treat people? How is Meghan going to influence? I did a video about this a long time ago, and I feel like I'm going back into dead land, but this just doesn't make sense. Even if she paid for it, who is these people that's saying, okay, give it to her? It sends a false message to little girls and women all around the world that this woman is an influencer walking out of a place, lying on the paparazzi and the police station and the mayor. She lied on everyone. She lied, and then doubling down on it because she said it happened. The mayor said it didn't. Any one of us, it doesn't make sense that the marriage will be, let's just say, here it's gone. Does it make sense that the marriage is ending quickly? Yes, it does in a sense, but no, it doesn't, because you make it work. You do. Because you're the one said you were in love. You're the one wanted it. And I remember people were getting upset with me when I was upset with them from coming over here. And I had blamed Meghan for it all. And they were like, she wants to come. They were on me. They were like, she wants to come over here and she gets to, she doesn't want to be over there. She doesn't have to stay over there. She can be free to do whatever she wants to do. I said, well, she should have thought about that before she married Harry, because she married into something. She didn't just marry a regular guy. And she knew that when she was sitting on the couch in that interview, lying, talking about she was going to do something. No, she quit. She failed and she quit. She quit. They didn't push her out. She quit. Stop the lie. That's that lie. See, now someone needs to come out with version 2 to show the truth. The truth. The truth. Because the lies are still out there with their truth. Started with, let me see what else I got to say. She was never in love with Harry. She never loved the man. Never. She didn't look like she loved him. It didn't look in love. It wasn't like beautiful love. It looked fake. It wasn't love. Harry did. When you look at Harry on his wedding day, he looks like he is so in love. And I truly believe that he accidentally got obsessed with this woman and called it love and ended up in a situation that I bet every now and then he wake up and feel like, God, this is really happening to me. I really married this woman. She is a fraud. She is a fraud. And not only are you a fraud, Meghan, but it's almost like it's like you faked it. For what? For what? So we could see who you are? That's what she came back and said from the funeral and all that. Now I'm going to tell my truth. Did you? Yeah. Yeah. Like someone in the castle had said something about her. Because her truth was attacking the royal family. That's not truth. That was just being mean and nasty. Your truth is talking about what happened to you, not other people that didn't give you permission to bring up their name. How nasty. How does people not see that that is disgusting? Along with the New York City chase. That's how she thinks. Who suffers the most behind Meghan's decisions? She can't keep relationships. They're all dead. All the relationships that Meghan ever had are dead. And I'm going to repeat what Paula said. She erased her dad and tried to erase Charles too. Trust. They're the bad guys. Harry will suffer the most, and the kids. They will. Maybe if someone finds that she's not here, that maybe, I don't know, because Harry would. Who should get the kids, Harry or Meghan? I think I trust him with Harry. I do. For some odd reason, I do. But Harry's going to suffer the most because he trusted her the most. He's still believing in it. He's still hoping and wishing that the relationship is going to get better. How? Harry, how is your relationship going to get better? And she got you in court every other day. And she ain't even nowhere to be found. Because she working on her brand while you at court, fighting and spending money. And then you support her in everything she does. And then she leaves you out to dry. And you okay with that? And what did you get for your anniversary? And why are you staying at a hotel? And you got enough room for everybody on my block to stay with you. And you got a little guest house on the side that you don't even have to be in the house. And you ain't got that many friends over there because Meghan ain't going to let you have any. So I know you're not hanging out with buddies and, oh, I'm going to stay overnight. No. Why is your wife treating you like this already? Why is Meghan treating Harry like this already? Because she was doing it before. Someone said it's a business arrangement. No, it wasn't business for Harry. Oh, okay. So, rumor has it. This is a rumor. She says that she's denied Meghan Markle is slowly separating herself from Prince Harry and wants to take full custody of the two children, claims a veteran royal biographer. So it is just what they think. Where the hell is she going? Where's she going? What is she running from? What is she running from now? Why are you running from Harry? What is he doing? I don't know how everything all of a sudden becomes Harry's fault. I'm smiling because I talk about how she blames everyone all the time and how is not everything Harry's fault. And so since everything is Harry's fault, Harry's not able to stay in the house. Harry is not. Where is Harry going to go? He's not trying to separate from his family. He is not wanting that. And so as she continues to, I believe she's doing this too, threatening him. Threatening, I'm going to divorce you. And see, obviously there's cracks starting to happen because you're starting to hear it outside the door. Usually they can't control the rumors now that things are going really bad for them in their relationship. And so now they want to hurry up and say, no, that's not happening, that's not happening. And then 6 months later, we'll be talking about they're separating. And when I hear that news, we're going to go live, number one, and then we are going to rip into it. And when I say rip, I'm going to let in. You haven't seen me rant like that. Because I will be furious at her. Because how are you going to do all this crap-a-do and then decide you're done and then it's over after Harry sacrificed all? Didn't he? The only thing he didn't do was kill for Meghan. The only thing Harry didn't do was kill for Meghan. He betrayed his family, his country, everyone, all his friends. He betrayed them. He was a traitor. He did that. Then he let his grandmother know that he thought the family was racist. For her. On the Oprah show. Harry don't know nothing about Oprah. That's all Meghan's attachment. She the one invited Oprah to the wedding. Oprah was sitting up in there waiting for her interview. And then there's the interview. You can't this is unbelievable. Check it out. 5 years, 6 or 7 years, whenever she decides to get ready to leave Harry, it will look bad. Because to me, and I know Harry will need major therapy, because he's going to have to wash all of that out, the brainwashing into thinking that he was doing the right thing. You cannot. What the heck was Harry doing before he met her? What was he doing? Was he writing books? Was he betraying his family? Wasn't he hanging out with William and Kate and having fun? Wasn't that it all about that with Harry? Didn't Harry start off, this is not Meghan. Meghan didn't start off with Harry being this lovely, grateful wife. She came in with her drama and start keeping track from the bridesmaids and the tiara and thought that that was a story. But guess what? They got more. That word on the street is. Can you imagine? Maybe they're arguing because she wants to push more, because she wants to stay in Montecito. I don't know. But I can't not believe that this would be the angle that they continue to. It's almost like they didn't sold their soul to Netflix if they continue. And so you have to wonder, is Harry pushing back? I'm starting to think. But why would she leave him now? Like this, I wouldn't go anywhere. But I wouldn't do none of the stuff that she's doing. It's crazy. But I will go in on her when she does leave him, because he sacrificed all for you. His title, his dignity, his respect, his country, his brother, everyone that he loved. Do you hear me? All the way from the top to the bottom, he left no one unturned for this woman. Because she said everyone in his family was evil and mistreated her. Everyone. And they fed her to the wolves. And she didn't blink when she said it. She was really telling it. And thought that we were going to be like, oh, believe in it. The story, it was too far-fetched. It didn't make sense. Everybody in her story ended up being the bad guy. I'm like, everybody's the bad guy? Not everybody. Everybody's the bad. Charlotte, everybody's the bad guy. Maybe she just hates the royal family. Maybe that's just it. But regardless, that was your husband's family. That's your husband's family, and whatever is going on inside those walls should have been between you guys. But come to find out, she didn't even reach out to them to discuss any of the situations that she talked about the Oprah show. Give me an opportunity to whatever with you before you decide to talk about what happened. Because your story is such a lie. Meghan lied. I don't believe any of that. I believe she did make Kate cry. I do. Look, she about to make Harry cry. Oh yeah. I do believe it. If he ain't, something's going on. He at a hotel. He ain't at home. He ain't drinking wine and cheese and hanging out with her. And then some stupid rumor about Meghan going to parties alone. What? What party? She ain't got no friends. And if she do, so? No. Who cares? No one. It's interesting because it's different. It's like the only thing that we are talking about over here is that car chase. The only thing, every time her name comes up, it's the car chase. Every time. Nothing else. Not no award, not what she said to King Charles, not Obi Scobie and them. It's different. It's just jacked up what her and Harry did. And people in New York are like, that didn't happen. And now it's a laughter, but it's not good for these two. It's starting to pour. He's losing his cases. I ain't gonna talk about them because there's too many, and Poppy said she would help me with them. He's losing his stuff. He's not, and he's got to pay these lawyers. Okay? Are they having money problems? Because money problems is one of the number one. That's what my bishop told us. Number one cause of divorce is money problems in a marriage. It is not, he said, you would think sex was. It's not sex. It's not infidelity. It's money. That's big. I don't know if that is now, though. That was big. Okay, I'm closing with this because I didn't get to the end, but, and I wrote a lot. I wasn't going to be able to get to all this, but I want to know what you guys think. And because I think it's crazy that she didn't support him through Spare at all. She didn't support him through the coordination at all. She doesn't support him through his court cases. None of that. And so before, she was everywhere. You couldn't beat her on in the Invictus Games, saying speeches and taking over. Now she's quiet again. My problem with her is this. She comes into someone's life and she turned it. We watched, we talked about it, we went through it, turned it, flip-diddy-doo. Remember? She came in Harry's life and flip-diddy-doo, up. And now, soon she will run for whatever reason that is. But I call foul on that girl. Because he's got to fix his stuff. But yeah, shame on you, Harry, for listening and not listening to your family's warning and not even your own. You saw it in the beginning. You saw it. When you got on that plane, you signed it then. She sealed you. You are now on U.S. soil. And now you got to stay here to try to figure out with your kids. But I call it despicable Meghan. Despicable for you to leave him now or whenever you decide to, after all that he has done and continues to do for you right now.